right now on Fox 35 News at 10.
A coalition of parents and scout leaders from Boy Scout troops across the country gathering in downtown Orlando to protest a controversial issue: openly gay scout members. The Boy Scout program is considering a change in its policy to allow open homosexuality. Ray Ramundi has details from Orange County.
On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country.
They came from across the country. Some have served in the Boy Scouts of America for decades. And now this faction of Scoutmasters, Eagle Scouts, and other leaders from Boy Scouting troops announcing the launch of OnMyHonor.net, a coalition aimed to keep open homosexuality out of the Boy Scouts.
If we allow open homosexuality into scouting, it will transform the program into something that's entirely inappropriate for children.
Several dozen scouts, leaders, and parents gathering outside the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center, the site of the Boy Scouts of America's Central Florida Council's town hall meeting. It's where Boy Scouts of America top officials gathered to discuss the state of one of the largest councils in the country. The central focus, however, hearing the varied, strong, and emotional opinions on this controversial and divisive issue. National Commissioner Tico Perez.
Our job is to make sure that the conversation is fair, that all sides feel as though they've been listened to, and that we can move forward and keep scouting together as a movement.
The issue of open homosexuality within the Boy Scouts has sparked intense and heated debate over the past year. Gay advocates criticizing the ban as discriminatory and contradicting Scouts' values, while this coalition feels the exact opposite.
This change is not needed. The change will not solve any great old problem. It will only create a myriad of new problems.
Boy Scout of America lawyers are expected to draft a resolution which is expected to be released on April 22nd. That resolution will then be voted on by the National Committee during a conference in Texas at the end of May. And that vote will determine whether or not they will allow open homosexuality within the Boy Scouts of America. In downtown Orlando, Ray Ramundi, Fox 35 News.
Joining us tonight is John Stemberger, one of the founders of the online site OnMyHonor.net. The site is actually lobbying for support to keep homosexuality out of the Boy Scouts. Thanks for coming in, John.
Thank you. I appreciate the time.
Well, let's talk about this. You are getting a lot of bump back, millions of signatures against what you're trying to promote. First question, why are you so dogged about getting this through?
Well, first of all, it's important to understand that there currently are gays in scouting. That's not the issue. They have to act appropriate. They have to act discreet and private, but they cannot act out and promote a gay agenda. They can't promote gay marriage and politics and open sexuality. And that's what they want to do, and that's what we oppose. Well, there's currently no, Scouts don't discriminate. There's no question about discrimination or sexual orientation on the application when you join.
Let's talk a little bit about what you mean, though. So open homosexuality is what you're against. You're saying that there are homosexuals in the Boy Scouts. You're against open homosexuality. What does that include? Because for people like me looking at this, that might include, for example, a gay couple who comes in and gives each other a little peck.
Yeah, what we're against is that we don't think that sex and politics should be involved with scouting. We think those are things that should be reserved for parents.
Well, John, so answer that question. I'm just curious, what's open homosexuality?
It's promoting the gay agenda. It's promoting politics and sex. It's being loud and proud. It's being obnoxious. It's promoting gay agenda. It's promoting gay pride parades. Those things are inappropriate.
Would two parents who came in, would two parents, John, just to make this clear,
sure,
would two parents who came in who happened to be homosexual, who kissed each other goodbye or hello in front of the Boy Scouts, would that be considered open homosexuality to you?
That would be inappropriate, even for a heterosexual couple. There should be no expressions of sexuality in scouting. These are young boys. We're talking about boys as early as 6 and 7 years old. And so it's inappropriate. It's not allowed now in scouting, nor should it be allowed in the future.
Now,
so that's what we're saying.
Okay, so people who have been running the different groups who have demonstrated what's being described as open homosexuality have actually been removed. Have you ever removed, say, a heterosexual man or woman for giving their husband or wife a kiss on the cheek?
No, they haven't. The program is now considering changing their policy to allow open homosexuality. We just don't think that's appropriate for kids as young as 6 and 7. These are issues that should be for parents, not even for Scoutmasters to be exposed to.
All right. Thank you for your time, John. We appreciate it. This is not the end, that's for sure.